Hello, and welcome back to UTL's Tech Tour of Utah. Today we are joined by Weston from Salt City Tech. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So tell us a little bit about what Salt City Tech is.
So Salt City Tech is a managed IT services company, which sounds intimidating at first, but basically we're a company here to help solve technology needs, help align organizations for growth, help with technology strategy, security, compliance, and anything that an internal IT team might do that you might not want to hire for people internally, or maybe you need to augment your existing staff.
Yeah, so talk to me a little bit about that. Like what kind of companies wouldn't necessarily have in the internal structure yet to hire that kind of an organization?
Yeah, so early stage startups are a frequent customer of ours where they've received funding, they know they're going to grow a lot, they need experience for growing companies, which my team has been through that quite a few times already. So we can offer uh, basically like a whole team's worth of experience, whereas a small startup might consider hiring like a help desk person, but instead for the same sort of cost, they can hire us and get a very experienced breadth of team for a lot less money. So,
So what kind of specialties do you guys do? Like, is there anything specific that just like pops to your mind when you're thinking about all the different services you provide?
mobile device management and the security around that, especially with like Mac computers, that's one of our specialties that we've kind of gotten into. So making sure that organizational information is protected, and especially with the work from home and like hybrid work environments, being able to give organizations that assurance that their data is going to be safe and that their employees are going to be protected no matter where they're working from. That's been a pretty popular thing in the last few years.
So, do you have any nightmare scenarios where you guys were not currently involved in and you could have helped or rescued someone?
So we've dealt with a couple of startups where they outgrew their infrastructure, and we the title of the email I received was "Help! Our Wi-Fi makes me sad." So we went in and kind of rebuilt their network for the appropriate scale and preparation for the staff size they needed, and we got a quick turnaround on that for them and got them happy and healthy and able to, meet with investors or meet with their clients that they're trying to sell to and all of the fun stuff like that. So that was a good rescue mission on that. And then during the pandemic, or at the beginning of the pandemic, we had helped a couple of our healthcare clients very quickly transition to telehealth services. Our company is 100% work remote, so we already know the drill with how to set up those things. We have experience with the security. So when the pandemic hit and everything shut down, there was virtually no gap in some of our clients' care where they were able to shift to telehealth services really quickly. Kept me very busy, but like their services uh, weren't interrupted at all. So.
It's absolutely wild to me the difference in like the companies that slowed down during the pandemic versus the companies that sped up during the pandemic. And you can definitely tell that there was needs that hadn't been addressed quite yet and are now successfully addressed. So yeah, and
Absolutely.
that kind of opens up a little bit more of a discussion of the availability of tech talent, right? So someone can successfully trust that their system is insured and taken care of well enough to hire out of state or out of country in ways that they might not be able to, especially as a startup.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, we did see a lot of that where staff were moving, sometimes even internationally, and we were able to like help facilitate like security controls and considerations for that. So yeah, you're absolutely right.
Well, tell us, like, how long has Salt City Tech been around?
So we started in 2017, and that was coming after I worked for a number of startups, kind of back to back, and decided I really liked the small business space. So we got started in 2017, and with the idea of helping companies scale, and then we can quickly pivot between organizations, and then I get to share experience with all the cool little companies that are popping up around. So
Absolutely. And it's growing. This entire area is definitely growing for sure.
yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Weston. Like what do you do for fun? How long have you been in Utah? All of that.
So I've been in Utah most of my life. I'm technically from California, which I know is a hot button issue, but right,
Boo.
right. I moved here in the 80s, so before it was cool. But yeah, I much like a lot of tech people here, I love the outdoors. It's the best wilderness playground that we have here. So I try to get out onto the trails, mountain biking and hiking, and just enjoying the wilderness that we have right here, to, strike that good work-life balance of very tech-centered during the day, outdoor serenity in the afternoons and weekends. So
Yeah, it's always nice to be able to like close your computer and put your phone away and then run off into the fields, but they are actually fun. It's not you losing your mind, it's you going hiking instead. Yeah, yeah.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate your time and we look forward to chatting with you soon.
Yeah, looking forward to it.